Hey guys, welcome back to another episode of Loose Ties. My name's Andrew,
And I'm Sid, as always.
and today we're going to be talking about quite a few topics again. Some crazy things happened this week, and we're going to fill you in.
Uh, I guess just to start off, if you're a viewer, we're trying to experiment with a lot of new setups. So if you're able to comment or just leave us an email or something, let us know if you like shorter podcast or longer format podcast. I think that would really help us.
Yeah, definitely. Yep, let us know.
Yeah.
I'll leave the email in the description, so if you just scroll down or scroll up, depending what platform you're using, you can just hit us up and let us know what you think.
Scroll sideways. I mean, scroll any way you want.
Flip the phone upside down, however you get there.
America. Speaking of America, in America right now, a lot of the country is reopening slowly but surely. And if you've been keeping up with the media and the news lately, you kind of have two divided sides. You have the people who are firmly against reopening, they're thinking it's too soon, why is it happening? And then you have the people who are all for it and think that we should open more. But the funny part is, some of these people are saying that they're kind of annoyed that they are getting some of their freedoms back, but we still have to socially distance. So, what is your thoughts when you hear that initially?
Well, all I have to say is I'm glad golf is back. I mean, it's probably the most socially distanced sport I know besides fishing. But I don't really understand the party that argues that it's too soon because it's I feel like at least
Mm-hmm.
it's been too long.
Mm-hmm.
Our we're already going into a recession. Like that's just how the future's going to roll out. So let's lighten the hit that's going to happen and just get this economy back open because we were literally like at our peak. Like we were doing so well, and then when this hit, obviously it came crashing down. So if we
Mm-hmm.
can get back up, we in order to get back up, we need to open businesses back up because I know of a lot of different places are shutting down.
I would say I more lean towards your opinion, and I do agree. But just to play devil's advocate, I think the people who are saying, "Well, we need to stay shut down," maybe are people that have the underlying health issues or are vulnerable.
Right.
Or I've seen a lot of comments on like YouTube when Trump has a video of people saying like, "Oh, well, how could you put a cost on human lives?" Kind of like pitting the economy against the death toll.
Mhm.
Um, that doesn't really make sense much to me either, because I feel like eventually people will pass away from this. That sounds awful, but it's
Mhm.
true.
Yeah, it is true. I mean, people are dying, and not just from COVID either. I mean, people
Right.
are dying because the hospitals are overloaded right now with cases, and people are just scared to go out. So they're dying from illnesses they had that were happening before um, this whole COVID-19 thing happened. So it's pretty sad. I mean, yeah.
I don't know about you, but for myself, I've always told myself, and I think you would agree, just how we were raised in the Portuguese culture. Um, I've always told myself not to be afraid to live life. And I think that's what a lot of people are experiencing, and that's so sad.
Yeah, I mean, it's basically just not having the right that we I don't know how to word this correctly. I mean, it's just against our rights that are given to us. We can't be shut down forever. We can't be kept in our households. We can't be wearing masks in public forever. It's just crazy.
And there was, I don't know where this study came out of, if it was New York or one of the states that are more heavily infected, but they were saying majority of the new cases are from people who are quote unquote staying at home.
Mhm. Yeah, I mean it's kind of it's hard to avoid because you need to get the virus to start being immune to it. It's called herd immunity.
Right.
So we can't make any progress if people stay at home. So basically, the people staying at home and being quote unquote safe are probably not the safest because once
Mm.
they go back out and the people who have built immunity to it are spreading it to the people who stayed at home, and then those people are going to get sick.
It's like this illusion of control, or yeah, an illusion of control, right?
Right, exactly.
I know we've heard in the news a lot of federal prisons are releasing inmates because they have this COVID outbreak and they don't want to they don't want to have all the inmates get it and pass away.
Hmm.
So a video was just recently released of inmates. I don't know what at what jail, but they were purposely trying to get it. They can be seen like passing around water bottle and like coughing on each other and just being all up in each other's business. So what is your thought on that? I don't know if you've seen the video, but
No, I haven't seen that video, but that's honestly pretty funny. I mean, that's just so strange to me. Like you see the death toll. Why would you want to be a part of that? Why would you want to add to that number? It's just stupidity. I mean, those people can stay in jail.
yeah, but I guess if they see it as their ticket out, you know what I mean?
Yeah, I guess. I mean, that's just
Not death. I mean like
yeah,
getting released because of the
yeah.
COVID outbreaks.
Mhm. Well, I mean, it really depends on the severity of your crime, like what you're being accused of. Like if you
That's
killed
true.
someone, then I don't know. But
I
like if
don't
you
know.
were if you were like arrested like 7 years ago for like selling weed or smoking weed or whatever, and now that it's legal, I mean, that kind of seems foolish to be in jail and um, just penalized for that and possibly even having a greater chance of dying.
That's true. Or the people who are wrongfully convicted. I never really thought of that.
Right, exactly. So, what do you think is going to happen in the future now having all the information that we have today? What do you think is going to happen?
My opinion is, and don't come for me, anybody. I'm a 4'11" woman. I cannot defend myself. I just think that I'm not confident they're going to develop a vaccine. Call me pessimistic, but there has been multiple strands of corona. The SARS outbreak in, I believe it was Japan or Korea, it was a strand of corona a couple of years ago. So this isn't anything new. It's just this particular COVID-19.
Mm-hmm.
And they never developed a vaccine for it in the past. So I'm not too optimistic. And I honestly think it's just going to get to the point where people get tired of this social distancing and all these restrictions. And it's just going to come down to everyone getting it and it kind of phasing out and or being the norm. Maybe a vaccine will come along eventually, but I'm really not confident in that.
Hmm. That's interesting. I mean, I have pretty much the same prediction for the future, but I know there have been some people saying that it's going to take like a year to 2 years to create a vaccine. But
Mm-hmm.
those are just estimates. Who knows? But yeah, I'm pretty much on the same page as you.
Yeah, and just disclaimer, I mean, we're not professionals in any manner. We're just the common Portuguese here. But if you're the common Portuguese too, maybe your views align with us.
Yeah, speaking of nationality, I mean, we we have a few listeners from Canada, so shout out, Canada. We appreciate you listening, and yeah, hope you
I've never
guys are
been to.
doing well.
Go ahead, sorry.
No, I was just hoping those guys are healthy too. Guys or gals, who knows?
I've never been to Canada, but I heard it's beautiful, so that's good.
Yeah, Niagara Falls is pretty cool.
So we do have a couple more like sub points to talk about this, but just not to drag it out because I know maybe a lot of people are feeling bombarded with repetitive COVID-19 information.
Mm-hmm.
Um, we have just recently lost a close family friend to us, to COVID. Granted, they did have a lot of underlying health issues, so that is
Mm-hmm.
something to keep in mind. Um, but we just like to pay tribute to them and just ask that you just kind of keep this person in your thoughts, prayers, or whatever you believe in, because they were such a good person.
Yeah. Yeah. Very well said, Sid.
Thank you.
So,
Thank you.
so do you want to talk about Dr. Fauci, or do you want to just give these guys a break for this episode?
Um, I'll just kind of I'll leave, how about this? I'll leave our last 2 points as questions that they can think about.
Okay. And tweet at us at Ties Loose, or you can just look us up as the full name, Loose Ties Podcast.
And we're on Facebook as well.
Yes, we are.
So, something to leave you guys with, 2 questions is Dr. Fauci just released a statement. He is in quarantine, but he said that little spikes in the trend of COVID-19 cases in America are to be expected and might probably become the norm. So let us know your thoughts on that. And let us know what your predictions are for whatever state or country you live in. What's going to be happening to public schools? And do you have any worries about that or
Oh, yeah.
concerns or information?
Yeah, so that'll be open ended. We'll see what we get next week. All right.
Well, Andrew, do you want to lighten up the mood here?
Yeah, let's talk about something funny that actually happened recently, one day ago at the time of this recording. Um, an escaped peacock in Boston, which is my state. I live in Massachusetts, so Boston isn't too far away from me. You want to tell everyone what happened?
So basically, I was trying to look for some lighthearted news to put in this podcast, and a peacock escaped from Franklin Zoo on Monday. And, they called officers. They're like, hey, can you come wrangle this peacock? I guess. I don't know why they didn't call, like, the zoo. That kind of confused me, but whatever. And, the officer wasn't quite sure how to get this peacock to him or back in the cage. So he had the brilliant idea of using his cell phone to Google a mating call, and it was a success.
I'm looking at some pictures and it looks like they were on a roof. Could be totally wrong, but yeah, that's crazy. Like, was it because the workers weren't working and there was just less security? I wouldn't imagine they'd keep it like out.
It's funny to me to think they need security at a zoo. Like, how bad are your enclosures if they can escape?
Well, I mean, it is Boston. Don't expect much. Honestly, I wouldn't be surprised if someone released it on purpose.
To be fair though, I have you ever been to a zoo where peacocks walk around freely?
Yes, yeah.
So I don't think they're harmful. I could be wrong, like if they're allowed to walk around freely.
Well, I'm pretty sure you're supposed to keep your distance. Like, you can't like go up to it.
Yeah, you got to social distance from the peacock.
Maybe that was a sign.
Maybe that was a sign.
No, but yeah, I don't know. Peacocks are weird.
This just interested me because, like I said, I've been to a zoo where the peacocks are allowed to roam free, and I also tried to perform a mating call on said peacock, and he or she was not interested. Uh, but just to go off on a tangent about peacocks, did you know it's usually the males who have beautiful feathers?
I had no idea.
Yeah, because they like want to attract the female.
Oh, I would guess that it was the other way around. That just makes
Yeah,
me.
right?
Wow, that's actually funny though. Yeah, I
That's kind
don't.
of weird because I guess like ladies in society dress up, but peacocks don't.
Right, it's like totally reversed.
Yeah,
Peacocks are just living it,
live in it.
living in the
So
city.
in Boston, it confuses me why they called the cops. Like, why not the zoo or animal control? Like, why is your first thought like, I'm gonna call the 411 on these peacocks?
um, Maybe they thought it was a break and entering. They're like,
How
oh
true?
my god.
Yeah, maybe the alarms went off or something. I don't know.
Well, I mean, it looked like it was just like on a fence, or yeah. So I don't know. Like we have plenty of animal control. You're kind of just wasting the cops' time.
And I'm just confused. Are the if these peacocks did break out, right? Like if an enclosure you said, because no one was there, are people who work at a zoo not allowed to go back just to care for the animals solely?
Oh no, they should definitely be able to go back.
Yeah, because if no one's there, you know.
Well, I mean, wasn't there a case in New York City, in a New York City zoo, that a tiger had it? And they were thinking
How
maybe an employee gave it to the tiger? Or it
you know
might not.
what do you know what I'm confused about? I'm gonna be sassy for a minute,
Uh-oh.
and I hope I get a standing ovation for this. How can we have the ability to test a tiger, but we don't have the ability to test everyone in America?
What do you mean? We perform over 300,000 tests a day.
Right, right. But some people are reporting that they are sick, right? Like they pretty much know they have corona. They have all the symptoms and they cannot get tested in their state still.
How's that possible?
I don't know if it's because whoever's testing is reserving the test for more vulnerable people or if there really just is no test.
Well, there's definitely tests. It might be because there is like a step-to-step process. So it's kind of like, okay, well, do you have an underlying illness? So are you
Right.
higher at risk? Because you want to put those people in priority first because those are people you could potentially lose before others that maybe don't have an illness that could kind of expedite the process that Corona does.
Right.
So you want to get testing out to those specific people first. So I feel like that's why people are saying testing isn't uh, sort of being done fully,
Yeah.
but it is being done just to the right precautions. So you have people with underlying illnesses getting tested first, getting that figured out, getting treated, and then the people who are not um, as such of a risk to it.
Mhm. Yeah, I guess I get that. I guess I'm just thinking like if I did have corona, and I don't have any underlying health conditions just to be transparent, but if I did and I saw a lion got tested before me and a pug got tested before me, I'd be a little offended, you know?
Yeah, yeah, I get that.
So is here where we will insert the ad, I guess, since we're not doing the cross.
So yeah, besides this whole Corona thing again, we kind of went on a tangent about Corona again. Um,
It's the
Elon,
peacock's fault.
yeah. So Elon Musk actually just had another child. So congrats to Elon.
Yay.
It's it's got quite the name.
Let me just Google it because I always have to have it in front of me because I can't say it.
Oh, do you know how to say it?
Let me see if I know, and then
Okay.
you can correct me.
All right.
Okay. So I see an X, so I'm assuming that's just X.
Mm-hmm.
AE. Oh gosh, I don't know. And this isn't even. I think that's like a Greek X. XA A12. Is that how you say it? Oh no no. X Ash
Ash.
Archang ugh Archangle.
So it's X Ash A12.
Right.
That's the name.
Why?
So I guess him and his partner both have an interest in the SR-71, and the A12 is kind of the jet either before or after the SR-71 or 2. It's the SR-71.
They named their
So,
kid after a jet?
Yeah, but I mean, if you look at it, it's badass. So,
Well, okay, so I just Googled how to say his name, right?
yep.
And 2 days ago, the top report for Elon Musk is Elon Musk and partner Grimes disagree on how to pronounce child name.
You'd think there'd only be one way of saying such a complicated name.
What are your thoughts on this name? I mean, not that I care. It's not my child. Like, good for you, Elon Musk. But like, why?
Honestly, I think it's pretty cool. I mean, it's original, and a lot of nerds will get it, and that's a lot of Elon's fan bases, a bunch of nerds like me. So I mean, I think it's pretty funny.
What do you think that kid's gonna have to write on like his papers, though?
Probably just a nickname.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I mean, all Elon Musk's other kids are homeschooled. He has five other sons or four other sons.
I didn't know that. Is that from the same lady? This is Grimes lady? I don't know her name. I'm sorry.
Yeah, I don't know her name either, but I'm pretty sure he had a different wife. Yeah, but he has like a lot of kids.
Oh, dang. See, I didn't know that. I her son or something, and that's why it was making news.
Yeah, I think that was his first kid with Grimes or whatever her name is. Yeah, I don't know.
Okay. So, according to Google, he has Nevada Alexander, Damian, Saxon, Griffin, Xavier, Kai, and then X Ash Archangel. Ugh.
Yeah, it's it's pretty cool. He is South African too.
He is?
Yeah, a lot of people don't know that.
Yeah, I had no clue.
Yeah, he's actually been getting in a lot of trouble lately. Did you hear about that?
No, all I've heard is something about he wanted to move Tesla from California to Dallas or Texas for whatever reason.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so I'll sum that up right now. So basically, he's been on a tangent recently about um basically the whole country not giving the citizens their human rights that they were promised because he's arguing that this lockdown should be ended and blah blah blah.
Mm,
We've already talked about it. So
yeah.
he said, because he's been going back and forth with California governors because they won't let him open up his plant in California.
Oh my gosh. Okay.
So actually, I think today he called all his workers back and he said that they can go to work and he'll be there. And if anyone were to get arrested, it should be him. So he's pretty much putting himself on the line. So if someone came into the factory to like stop it,
Hmm.
um, that he would get arrested for it. And Donald Trump reported also this morning, California should let Tesla and Elon Musk open the plant now. It can be done fast and safely, which I find awesome
Hmm. I
because
mean, I admire him for saying like I'll take the blame. Like, you know what I mean?
mhm.
That's admirable.
Yeah, I mean he's I agree with him 100%. If we can do it, if he can do it safely,
Hmm.
then there's no reason why he shouldn't. I'm pretty sure his company Tesla is the only car manufacturer left in California.
I wonder, see, I don't know this. How many people are employed by Tesla for people to even be remotely nervous about it opening?
What do you mean? Like, why would people be nervous?
Like, I'm saying, like, is it the difference between, okay, Tesla employs like 1,000 people and you have 1,000 people at the workplace, or is it more like, oh, well, Tesla employs like 5,000 people? You know what I mean?
No, I'm pretty sure they employ almost up to 50,000.
Are you kidding me? That's crazy.
Yeah,
Wow.
so that's a big deal for California. Like, why wouldn't they want him to open? Like, they're just running his business out of their state. It's crazy.
Is that part of why he wants to move to Dallas? Because I know Dallas is Right now, where I'm from, it's a bit more relaxed on things opening back up.
Well, I don't really think that's like the biggest cause. I mean, he's putting Tesla as a priority, and California's kind of just putting up a roadblock saying, no, you
Hmm.
can't continue your growth with your company. So he's like, okay, fine, I'll shut down this whole plant and build a whole new one in Dallas. Like, that's basically what he's saying.
Dang, and I know just from living here, like they're not going to be as strict. They're not going to be as stringent. Like Dallas welcomes industry and big factories like that.
Hmm. Yeah, I mean, it's pretty childish on the California's Congress people because they're just swearing at Musk on Twitter and stuff like that.
So yeah, I don't know as much about Andreas Elon Musk. All I know is kind of about the quality of Tesla cars and how Elon Musk is very intelligent, right?
Hmm.
Um, how do you feel about self-driving cars? Like to me, I don't know if he's achieved that or not, or to some degree if he has, but to me that scares me.
Okay, so actually, I have test driven his cheapest model, the Model 3,
Hmm.
in January, and it's totally it's a different league of car. It's quicker, it's the quietest car I've ever driven, and it drives itself. I mean,
What do you mean by that? Like, did you push a button and it kind of autopilots, or?
yeah, exactly. So it has this whole feature called autopilot, like you said, and the car has I don't know how many sensors and how many cameras, but it just uses all those things together to stay in the lane, watch out for cars, and stuff like that.
So, are your hands on the wheel?
Um, you have to lay one hand on the wheel just so it senses it, but
Hmm.
you can take your hand off for I think 30 seconds or something like that.
Interesting.
Yeah, so I mean, it's actually pretty safe. There's a ton of videos of people like getting saved by their autopilot. So like their autopilot stopped their car short of someone that was running a red light.
Hmm.
Like it's totally a game changer.
Yeah, I can agree with that. I think the thing that scares me is like I feel like more people will look at that and be like, "Oh, well, I can be on my phone now because the car is driving itself." When it's like, no, like you should still kind of be paying attention.
Right, yeah, there's been so many videos of people like falling asleep in their Tesla and stuff like that. It's it's so funny, but it's stupid. Like you're just ruining it for everyone else because the full autopilot isn't gonna get approved if they see this. It
Right.
it's just misuse of what they're trying to do.
So, I mean, I feel like it's with any case, you always got those bad eggs ruining it for the rest of people.
Right. Yeah, but I mean, talking about performance too. Like I test drove the Model 3 Performance,
Hmm.
and I'm pretty sure it goes like 0 to 60 in 3.2 seconds.
Jeez.
And their Roadster, their second gen Roadster that they're releasing this year or maybe next year, goes 0 to 60 in 1.9.
My question is, why do you need to go that fast? Like, are you outrunning the cops on a daily basis?
Well, I would guess a lot of people are using it as a track car, so they do
Oh,
races with it
okay.
and stuff like that. And I think it has an insane range, like 600 miles, but don't quote me on that. It like it's kind of like a 2020 Honda that has like insane range.
So I don't know. Are Teslas being raced? I'm talking in like major racing, like not just NASCAR, but I can't think of the word right now. But are
Like
they
drag
being used
races?
as professional? Yeah, not drag races, like professional races.
Oh, like NASCAR?
Uh, yeah, and I'm trying to think of the other. There's other ones, but all I
There's
can
like
think of is
F1
NASCAR.
racing.
Cause like, yes,
Yeah, so um is F1 racing electric? I know
I
there's
just don't know if they've started allowing that or not. I don't know.
yes, but I know it's not Formula 1. Um
We need to get my fiance on here. That's all he talks about is cars.
Really?
Yeah.
Does he want a
Sometimes
Tesla?
I don't know his opinion on Teslas. I know he thinks they're quite fast, but I don't know how he feels about the charging aspect of it.
Ah, yeah. I feel the same way about that.
Which, yeah, I feel like that's the boat everyone's in, right?
Yeah.
Unless you have a short commute, and then it's not really a big deal.
Yeah, there's actually something the Tesla owners call range anxiety. So it's like,
Mm-hmm.
oh crap, am I gonna get to the charger without dying?
Yeah, I wouldn't like that. Are they as prevalent as gas stations or no?
I'm pretty sure there's like 50,000 around the country, but like where I'm from, the closest one from me is like 30 miles away.
Yeah, see, and then imagine if you had one and you had to go out of your way to go 30 miles just to like cruise around your, main area.
Yeah, well, I mean they have home chargers too. So if you have like a 220 volt
Mm-hmm.
um outlet, you can just charge your car from home. That's why a lot of people have them.
Yeah, but isn't that expensive? Or I guess if
Uh,
you're spending money on the Tesla, you don't really care.
yeah, right. No, I'm pretty sure like it's pretty cheap to charge at home.
Really?
Yeah, at the Tesla superchargers, it only costs like a few bucks to fill up your battery.
No, but I'm thinking about the installation of that. Or is that not, am I not on the right track at all?
Oh, you mean like the cost of installing a charger?
Yes.
Yeah, that's super expensive.
Yeah, that's what I meant by, well, I guess if you're spending money on a Tesla, you're like, hey, what's another drop in the bucket?
Yeah, right. Might as well spend another 2 grand.
Right, might as well just go all in.
Exactly. Well, I mean, it's worth it. Yeah, so I looked it up. It's called Formula E. So that's the racing thing where it's electric vehicles.
Hmm, that's interesting. I didn't know that existed.
Yeah, and it's like pretty cool because it's interactive with the audience. So like if you have one racer that's getting a lot of votes or I don't think it's votes, but it like I don't know, some kind of appraisal, then he'll get like a boost in real time. So if like a certain amount of people are cheering for him or whatever, like he'll get a boost in the race.
Sounds like Mario Kart.
Right? Yeah, yeah. But Elon Musk is up to a lot of things. Did you like hear any clips from his recent Joe Rogan podcast?
Ah, that was where I found out where he named his kid. But I didn't watch the whole thing, but all I have heard recently about him is like I don't know if this has anything to do with coronavirus, but he said he was basically gonna sell all his stuff, which I don't. I mean, I kind of get, but I don't.
Yeah, he talked about it in his podcast, and I won't like ruin it so people can go look at Joe Rogan's podcast. But basically, to sum it up, he was like, "Yeah, all these possessions are making me sad," and I mean, he has like a $30 billion net worth or something like that.
Right.
So I mean, it's understandable. Like I'm pretty sure he has like 6 properties, like big
Jeez.
properties. So yeah, I mean, it kind of makes sense.
Yeah, I mean, good on him for actually acknowledging like that material possessions don't matter, you know?
Right? Yeah.
I guess it's still weird because we don't see a lot of people with money doing that in the limelight.
Yeah, it's definitely something new. It's just another thing that only Elon does. But
I
like what?
think if I,
Go ahead.
yeah, like if I had Elon's money, I don't think like I would want 6 properties or like ridiculous stuff. Like I would just want a nice house and the ability to like buy whatever I want, but I don't think I'd necessarily want a mansion and all these like luxury goods.
Mhm. Yeah, but what I was getting at about his recent talk with Joe Rogan is he was talking about his other company. He has like 4 companies, but he's working on a project called Neuralink.
Okay.
So it's basically um his objective right now is to help people with neurological like disabilities, I guess you could say. It's like people
Oh,
in
that's
car
great.
crashes and stuff like that. So he's like
Yeah.
he's planning on implanting a chip into these people's brains. It's like an inch in diameter that go right into their skull, and that will hopefully solve their neurological issues.
Well, that's a positive, I think.
Well, yeah, I mean, if it works, then it's great.
He also has SpaceX, right? Did I say
Right.
that right?
Yep. Yep.
Yeah.
SpaceX and another company called The Boring Company.
The Boring Company?
Yeah, have you heard of that?
No, what do they do?
So basically, this company, he, um, well, first of all, he's sold a lot of different merchandise, like a flamethrower that he said it wasn't a flamethrower for the title, and a bunch of other things. But his project in that company is building a tunnel that goes across LA to how do you say it, like just like lessen traffic, I guess.
hmm
So it's basically getting rid of all the traffic in LA, which is
I feel
crazy.
I feel like Elon Musk just like has the money and he's like, I'm gonna do this. I don't really care what anyone else thinks. I'm gonna do this random thing.
Well, I mean, it's pretty smart because these are all like real issues. Like people are gonna get neurological issues from crashing cars and even like being born with that, and people are gonna be stuck in congested traffic in LA. So like he's solving all these issues.
Yeah,
And you mentioned SpaceX too. So that's his rocket company,
right.
and basically that objective is to um, take passengers and cargo up into space and make worldwide travel less time, so quicker.
He seems like a smart dude.
You think?
And that's my rich insight on it.
Yeah, I could go on and on about Elon Musk, but yeah.
But not. So if you're a committed listener, I guess just note. Andrew likes Elon Musk, not Peyton Manning. Noted.
Peyton Manning.
Not Peyton Manning. The guy you don't like. He just got transferred to Florida.
Oh, Tom Brady.
Tom Brady. So you like oh
No,
my god.
I like Peyton Manning. He promotes Coronas.
Oh my bad. So Andrew likes Elon Musk, not Tom Brady. Noted.
Right. You got it.
Noted. Keep that in mind. Very important.
Yeah, also, if you have money and you want to buy me a Tesla, I'd prefer a Model 3 Performance red with that carbon fiber upgrade and the red calipers, please.
There you go. Just throw it out there like Santa's wish list.
You know, you never know.
Maybe one of the Canadian viewers is a billionaire. Who knows? Maybe they've monopolized on the maple syrup industry.
Maple syndrome.
I don't know. No discrimination. Their maple syrup is really good, actually. I've had
Oh,
it before.
yeah. Yeah, it is.
So, last but not least, we're gonna close out the show with a game. Um,
Woohoo.
this game is Would You Rather. So I've just looked up some Would You Rather questions, and these are a bit odd. And we're just gonna play the game and kind of talk about why we would rather do that thing.
All right, let's get into it.
Okay? So, would you rather be a reverse centaur or a reverse mermaid?
Probably a centaur because,
But a reverse centaur?
yeah, because I hate the ocean, so why would I want to be a reverse mermaid?
You hate the ocean?
Yeah. Are you kidding me, Sid? You should know this firsthand.
Oh, okay. If yes, every time we go to the beach, Andrew is scared of anything in the water, of anything in the sand, of anything in the seaweed.
Yes, exactly. Yeah.
Okay, so I don't think you would fare well as a merman.
No. Okay, how about you?
I would say mermaid. A reverse mermaid. Okay, that's a little weird to have like a fish for a head, but like I like the beach, so it'd be fine.
So you wouldn't mind like your tail just or your face just whapping around like a tail, just
Yeah, because my logic is like I don't know if this is offensive. My logic is there's plenty of people who don't have the best face, but people still find them attractive because they have an okay body. So maybe I could still find love as a reverse mermaid, you know?
I guess, yeah.
Okay, let me look for the next one. That is interesting.
Okay,
Okay?
let's hear it.
Let's see. Oh, this is interesting. Would you rather be unable to move your body every time it rains or not be able to stop moving when the sun's out?
Um, Probably not be able or not to stop moving when the sun's
Really?
out. Yeah, because I mean Massachusetts is cloudy 75% of the time. So the 25% of the time that it's actually sunny, I want to be moving.
Yeah, but what if you like die of sunstroke?
Mm, that's just unfortunate if that happens.
See, I'd rather just not be able to move when it rains because I'm already lazy when it rains outside anyway. So it wouldn't that be much bit that eh, it wouldn't be that much of a difference.
Okay. All right, I can understand that.
Yeah, it's my point of view on it. Okay, would you rather have to fart loudly every time you have a serious conversation or have to burp after every kiss?
Probably burp after every kiss.
I say fart loudly in a serious conversation because I do that anyway.
What if you're like at an interview?
I feel like it would show that you're a human. You're imperfect.
Oh, my logic behind it is, well, I mean, I'm already comfortable with this person, so.
Right. So what if I'm comfortable with if I were president giving a speech and I farted? I feel like the American people would love that.
Eh, maybe.
Okay, let's do two more. Let's see.
All right.
So, sorry, just trying to find an interesting one. Oh, would you? Okay, this is kind of boring, but interesting. Would you rather never be able to wear pants or never be able to wear shorts? So like, you'd only wear shorts, so you'd only wear pants for the rest of your life.
Hmm. Only wear shorts for sure.
I'm the opposite. Only wear pants. Why can't we agree on anything?
Well, I mean, what I'm thinking is because, like, what if you want to go in the pool or like be active? Like, pants just kind of restrict me. But shorts, I wear shorts in like the middle of the winter anyway, so yeah.
Okay, I see your point of view on that, I guess.
How about you?
I just hate shorts. I have a vendetta against women's shorts.
Hmm.
Like, let's say you're a lady out there and you're like, oh, I'm a size 5 or a size 2. You always go buy that short and it doesn't fit.
Oh, so this is more like a shopping thing.
I guess. But I just like pants. I don't know. I like my legs being covered. I don't know why.
Mm-hmm.
Hmm.
Understandable.
Okay, and our last question. Okay. I think this is hilarious. Would you rather have chapped lips that never heal or terrible dandruff that can't be treated?
Oof, that's tough. You answer first.
Okay, I know my answer. It's terrible dandruff that can't be treated because I already have had that for all my life.
Hmm. I'd probably have to go the same. Cause I mean, chapped lips suck.
I don't think I've ever had seriously chapped lips though, to be fair.
Mm, I have. Well, I mean, you're in Texas, so I mean, it's warmer
So
climate.
which one's like more annoying? Like the when you've had it, like the chapped lips or the dandruff?
I would guess the dandruff. I don't know.
Have you ever had dandruff or no?
No.
Really?
Yeah.
Interesting. Oops, sorry. I'm amazed by that. I've had dandruff my whole life.
Yeah. No.
And it doesn't mean you're dirty. It just like could your head's over oily or your head's really dry. And it's just annoying because you know how people wash with just like a shampoo, right?
Mhm.
I have to wash with a dandruff shampoo and then a normal shampoo. Because if I just go in the shower and I'm like, okay, I'm going to shower with the normal shampoo, I come out of the shower even though I'm clean with like white flakes in my hair.
Oh, that's so weird.
It is. It's annoying.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's interesting. So yeah.
Well, that's all I have today for you folks.
All right. So let's wrap it up.
Well, as always, we appreciate you listening and we want your feedback.
Oh yeah, we do. So let us know if you like the shorter episodes or the longer episodes. We're almost at about uh 47 minutes. So I mean, yeah, we filled up quite a bit of time, but if you prefer the shorter episodes, let us know. And we'll try that out too. We're just trying different things out, seeing what people like. So yeah,
And as always, check us out on social media. And yeah, remember to stay healthy, stay safe out there, and keep anyone that's passed away in your life just in your thoughts and in your prayers.
definitely. And we'll see you next Monday. Bye.
Bye.